Friends, Romans, countrymen, Earthians, lend me your ears. Today we're going to talk about song styles, which seems to be the discussion going on many people's lips out there in the social media, especially when it comes to arranger keyboards. One of the things that makes you long for an arranger keyboard is having content, not just having any kind of content, but the right content for the kind of music that you play. And here we have actually taken that into heart because our PRO2 package offers a lot of song styles. Now, having said that, please bear with us that song styles do not necessarily mean you must only play that particular song for which the style was programmed after. And what do I mean by that? In most arranger keyboards, a song style means that the song was programmed for a particular style. So things like the introduction or the endings or the variations have certain elements of the music within that particular style. But that does not mean that you're stuck and you have to play that particular style or that particular song with that particular style. So the notion that song styles lock you in the Ketron world especially, is not so true, because most of the styles for Ketron are generally generic styles which you can play. But we're now beginning to develop more song styles because certain styles require certain things, either a bass or a drum or a guitar riff, like this one right here that we just did. If I go ahead and play this style, for an example, if I remove the bass and chord and just listen to that live guitar, let's go to the screen here real quick. In this particular instance, I am playing a particular song, okay? And I am the one who's controlling those new live guitars found in the PRO2 package. Listen to this. So long as I don't play progression, that means nothing, right? But that guitar is very unique to that song, and you start to have an idea of the song when I start to do this. So of course you know who did that, right? So then the idea is having the content that you can use to play that particular song. And I'm going to do this demonstration real quick for today. This is just to show you, just to give you a brief idea of what you can do with a song style once you have the right content in your machine. Here we go. And again, I'm not going to change that style, okay? I'm going to still use that exact style, and I'm going to try and play a different song, okay? See if you can recognize this. Again, like I said before, with the song styles, you're not locked in as some people believe. You're not, it's not like you're on a railway track where the train moves based on where the tracks are going, right? So there's a little bit of that, but you have a lot of control, especially when you get the PRO2 pack, because that gives you many elements that you can use to derail the style a little bit, again, and make it tailored towards your kind of music. So, not to go off topic, check this one out. So you see with the flexibility, what I'm doing right there, even though I'm having a lot of fun, is being able to show you what you can do. We did 2 distinct songs. I don't want to call the names now for fear of copyright strikes on YouTube, but you could see that I took a particular song style that was designed and tailored for a particular song and immediately went in like a medley. So if you have a song list, you can actually take this style and play 2, 3, 4, 5 different songs in real time. And I'm going to use this also to address another concern of people out there, the differences between an arranger keyboard and a workstation or a synthesizer. I'm going to focus on the arranger. I did that before in the video. I'm going to put a link on the bottom where we talked about the Yamaha montage and how the Ketron module, the Event X, could be used to enhance that particular board. I'm going to put that link on there. But to go a step further, this is something, can you do that on a workstation? Yes, you can, in probably 3 or 4 hours, right? On a keyboard like this, UPS drops the keyboard on your doorsteps at 2 p.m. and by 6 p.m. on the same day, you're out performing music. You don't have to customize a lot. You don't have to do much. Is there a degree of customization? Yes. On any keyboard you use, you're going to have to do some work or put some effort to understand how the keyboard works and to be able to use the keyboard for what you are trying to achieve. Not what Sarah is trying to achieve, not what Moses is trying to achieve. What are you trying to achieve with this keyboard? So without much ado, let's see how we can actually use some of the nice remix features to even enhance this even further, right? So let's go ahead so I can show you what we're seeing here on the screen. So this is the style, all right? Now I'm going to go in here. I'm just going to go into view on modeling. And I'm going to go into drums. Let's say I want to, right now we're using the Mambo 95 live drum. And I can instantly, for this variation by itself or for all of them, change that. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to touch that, and I'm going to go into user and see exactly what this Pro Pack has to offer for me. So I can see if I can change some of this stuff in here. Let's try this, okay? You want to keep it very close to the tempo of the original style. So let's see how this is going to sound. Adding some afro, and if I take off, okay, that's the drum that we have in there. If I take out the bass, take out the chords, and let's see how it's going to sound with that guitar. This is getting interesting. All right, let's go to the bass now, all right? And I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to go into this bass line here. I'm going to go into the user and see some of the stuff that we have in here. Let's try and see if I can add something that's a little bit jazzy. How about this one? Let's try this and see how it works. Okay, that's just to give you an idea. Again, there's so many different audio bass lines that you can actually add in here. We have some from other songs as well too. But that was just to give you an idea of how am I going to make this sound down. Okay, I'm going to go back to that drum again. Again, I want to show you what I'm doing here so you can see for yourself. Okay, too loud. And you see what's interesting? I did that variation, I did those changes only on variation C, right? Variation B is going to have what I had in there before. Because when I did the changes over here, I let single remain on. If I had done this and said global, whatever I changed here, the drums and the bass and the guitars would have affected everything else, okay? I'm going to leave it on single now for the purpose of this demonstration. So we have done this. Okay, so again, the hook of this particular song really lies in the guitar. And that's why I'm not changing the guitar in that particular case, right? So if I bring everything together, so again, so when you go to modeling, all right, and you do a change on the drum, that's actually a global change, right? So you load up that and it impacts everything. It brings up all the different live elements for the drum set. And that's just unique for the drums. When you do a change on the bass, it impacts the particular variation you're in, or if you go to global, you can then change for everything. But when it comes to the drums and you make a change in either of these arranger parts, that change is going to impact the entire arranger. So in that case, you don't have to come to arranger A, change the drum, go back to B, and no, because all the wave files, all the drum parts in that particular folder are what are assigned to the various arranger parts. Unlike the bass and the chords, which are triggering based off of the different wave files that are associated with the particular chord that you play, right? So that's the clarity. So to answer your question, you see what we just did here in the space of about 5-10 minutes. You would not be able to do that on a workstation. Yes, the workstation does go in deeper, that's correct. But you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose for the keyboard you're purchasing? What are you trying to do with it? If you're a one-man band or even a 2 or 3 piece and you want to be out there performing instantly and getting as close to the record as possible with a human band behind you, but having the flexibility to actually change and add your professionalism to the music, then the arranger workstation is what you're looking for. And if you want to sound live, not like a record, not like the studio, you want to sound like a live band, then you're looking at getting something called the Ketron products, which is the Ketron event in this particular case. And if you want to sound even better and separate yourself from the rest of the world, then you want to get the AjamSonic PRO1 or the PRO2 package in your product, because then you sound different. You can play songs like what we just did. All right, I'm going to leave you with one of the nice styles in here too. And this has been in the style, well, actually maybe 2 more, okay? I know I said I was going to keep the video short, but there's been a lot of requests of people asking exactly what can they do with this board, all right? Country has finally come back again. We're right there with country bass line. Walking bass line. Now, what is the hook for this particular style? Something that people, especially in the United States of America, have been longing and begging for. And that's this bass line right here in the country style. I wonder why they call it the walking bass. Walking bass line. Okay, and I think we have a couple of those. If it says walking bass 1, there's got to be a walking bass 2 somewhere in here. Let's go to page 2 and check it out. And these intros, of course, remind you of particular songs. Okay, so again, I just made it up, made some things up, but you can play, what the song is, right? What particular song you're looking at and you're trying to play with that. Of course, we even have a very interesting style here from the Caribbean islands. Most keyboards are now playing catch up with the zouk, but you have different kinds of zouk styles. For example, this one over here, I don't think... have known that you could just, with 2 chords, have fun on the keyboard. Just 2 chords. I mean, this is so amazing. Anyway, have a nice, wonderful day, a nice, wonderful night, nice, wonderful weekend, wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours. And again, you can check out on the bottom if you're interested in getting the PRO2 package. You want to sound unique, different, you want to sound special, sounds, styles, and some neat features that have been added within the package. Look at the link below. And if you have any suggestions and ideas to improve and come out with the Pro package number 3, give me a call, give me a holler, send us an email, okay? We are open for suggestions and improvements, and that is how we were able to come out with this unique package Pro number 2. We, of course, learned from some of the demands and requests and things that we left out in Pro 1. So the arranger just keeps on growing and growing. Again, the strength of an arranger keyboard, the strength of the Ketron event is in the content. Now, the strength is in your hands. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.